Okay. Am I the asshole for telling our server she had a beautiful scalp at my wife's birthday dinner? This happened before the coronavirus was a thing. Sorry, this was posted 4 years ago, so... This happened before the coronavirus was a thing, in case you're wondering. Obviously, right now we're staying in as much as possible and supporting local businesses through takeout and delivery. This was over a year ago, and my wife won't let it go. I'm looking for some external input. I took my wife to our favorite local spot for her birthday. Everything was good as usual, but we had a server neither of us had seen before with a somewhat striking appearance. She was completely bald. Normally, I wouldn't say anything about something like this, because I'm afraid of being rude, but towards the end of the dinner, the server made a joke about she and I having the same haircut. I'm bald. I said something along the lines of, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm curious. Are you bald by choice? It turns out she was, which was a great relief to me since I didn't want to pry into it if she was sick or involuntarily bald for some reason. She was more than happy to talk about it and told me all about how she'd always loved bald heads and wanted to try it. She said she got positive feedback and just kept her head shaved. I told her I loved that and I thought women could look very beautiful bald, even though it's not something you see often. I told her she had a great head shape for it and joked about offering razor recommendations. It was light conversation, and that was the end of it. For the rest of the meal, my wife was silent. I could tell something was wrong. When we got to the car, there was a moment of pause between us, and I asked if something was wrong. She replied, "Are we going to stop at Walgreens and pick up some clippers?" I asked her what she meant, and she said, obviously, since I was enthralled with our server's shaved head, she had something to win with her husband's attention back. I was quote-unquote blatantly flirting with our server, apparently. It spiraled into a huge fight with my wife, accusing me of wanting to experiment with an exotic-looking woman because I was tired of my boring old wife. I can't deny that in the moment, I probably looked like I was flirting with our server. It was not intentional, but I guess I realized how it could have seemed inappropriate at my wife's birthday dinner. I did find her attractive, but my wife will always come first. I'm attracted to her and I love her. That's why I married her. Even now, she makes little references like, I guess I'm not as interesting as a bald goddess. Or, does this look good on me, or do I need to show off my scalp? So am I the asshole for this? I just want things to be okay. I've tried apologizing, but nothing will stop it.
No, it's
He's
wholesome.
not the asshole. And I love how she's being petty and continuing on with the jokes, but I don't think he was the asshole. I think he's just making friendly convo. I can totally see my dad making, maybe not about bald head, but just being friendly and yeah.
I know, I can see my dad doing that
and
too.
I love when customers engage in convo, even if it's about whatever, I always talk back. It just makes it interesting. I just love how she's going on about bald goddess and scalp. It's hilarious. She doesn't seem too upset about maybe she is, but she's
fun.
Maybe a bit of both.
I think she's just poking fun.
So he was voted asshole.
Really?
Yep. Top comment. You're the asshole. It was probably harmless and lighthearted, but it was your wife's birthday dinner, and you made a bit of a fuss over another woman, right in front of your wife. You complimented her, you were more engaging with her than you would have otherwise been with other servers, or at least that's the vibe I get. Basically, it sounds like this particular bald lady made you react differently than you normally would. If you never hit it off with any other normal servers, but a particularly busty girl is serving you, and you're way more friendly than usual, or the first and only blonde server is there and you make very specific comments, or you're always more chatty with the only server in a mini skirt versus all the other girls in the long trousers, ... In other words, you made a fuss over another woman on your wife's birthday right in front of her.
Yeah, yes, yeah, that's a bad move, kind of.
I don't know. I don't see it that way.
I think it depends on you and your wife's relationship.
It depends,
Yeah.
I would say. This is like a case-by-case basis.
But he wasn't making a fuss. He was just... Right? I don't know. You tell me. I could be wrong. I'm thinking about it. If
I don't
it was,
know. I feel
me
like
at work and I'm talking to a customer,
for me, I feel like it's one of those things where it's that's a very rare circumstance where the lady is completely bald. where maybe it's not the craziest thing to talk about it a little bit or something. I don't know.
You know, Dina used to have blue hair. Mm-hmm. So one of our servers had bright, like, the electric blue hair, and it was short, and that was her thing. Everybody knew, like, the server with the blue hair. That was, like, her thing.
Yeah,
people always
I remember
knew her by that, right?
Yeah.
And people would always comment, women, men, everybody. And yeah, it was just like kind of like a topic of conversation. I just, in my head, I think about that, like, oh, just like, oh, you love your hair. And she always makes jokes like, oh, whatever was on sale or blah, blah, blah. Like, that was her thing. It was the blue hair. She had it for years. And I remember one time there was a gentleman who came in and he was like, oh, I like your hair. And right away she was like, I like yours too. And he was bald. And he got her, like, he was laughing so hard. For me, I don't know, maybe because it was like really bright blue and people were like, oh, wow. It was just like a thing.
So I feel like conversation.
I feel like, bald, like, as a woman, like, there are women who, like, rock bald heads, but
it's rare.
Some people are just like, oh, wow, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I guess maybe it was harmless. I don't know. Birthday or not, like, I don't know.
I thought it was more on the harmless side.
I think we're getting the perspective from him, right?
Yeah.
She could, like, the wife could have seen it as flirting. And
I don't think she did, because she wouldn't keep jabbing him with it in a funny way.
I don't know if it's funny, though. I feel like she's actually upset. Otherwise, why would he be posting this?
I think it's more of just a joke.
No, it's true. Like, I feel like he wouldn't be posting if she was
like, he's asking, am I the asshole? Like,
I don't know.
I just like want things he ended it. I just want things to be okay. I've tried apologizing, but nothing will stop.
Oh.
She's mad.
Yeah.
All right. He fucked up.
I guess
so. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. We talked about this on the last episode, I think. Like, I feel like men sometimes don't see their friendliness as flirting, and women take friendliness as flirting. Like, I feel like I do. I used to. Or is it
the other way around? Like, men always think just by you being nice, like me just being a server doing my job.
That
they
too.
Think it's flirting, and it's just like, you're just nice. I think it's both ways.
That's true. Yeah.
I always
feel like it's harmless. It's just
I
always love the memes where it's like, bro, I think that server's into me. I think she's into me. She's flirting with me, bro. I think this server. I think I should ask her for a number.
No, it's so
it's
funny.
Always a joke because it's like, of course, your server is flirting with you a little bit.
I was waiting for the punchline.
It's just whenever you think the server is interested in you, they're not.
Yeah.
You're not that good looking, bro. You're not cool. She does not want your phone number.
They're just friendly. That's all.
Yeah. All servers are just friendly. That's their job.
Okay, there's a couple edits. I'm starting to see people making comments that seem to indicate that it is never okay to talk about balding in public. I reject this completely. I did not bring this up out of nowhere. The topic came up when the server pointed out, in a jovial fashion, that she and I had the same haircut. It was a brief conversation with zero negative or uncomfortable vibes, and when we left, I said goodbye to the servers as she pointed at her head and gave me a little thumbs up. I get the feeling we would have got along well as friends, so this isn't the issue. Good grief, guys, let me be clear. My wife is 25 and I am 24. The server looked older than both of us, probably early 30s. So anyone saying I'm flirting with a younger woman is wrong. Also, my wife suggested I don't find her attractive anymore, which is completely wrong. Why would I marry someone I didn't think was capital H-O-T hot? She's plenty attractive.
Well, you have a little bit of jealousy going on, and you need to fix that.
I'm reading everything you're sending, and it's split down the middle as far as I can tell. All I can tell you is please read carefully. No one was trapped in a conversation with me they didn't want. And as I said, the server got my attention as we were leaving. Do you get the attention of people you're glad are almost out the door? Also, I don't remember the conversation down to the last detail, but it was maybe a minute tops. Hope this gives things a little more clarity. Edit 3. LMAO, y'all, I see my post got tagged. I don't know if that means they counted or what, but I guess what I'll do is apologize to my wife in a more formal way and see if she'll tell me why she's bringing this up over and over. She doesn't even seem mad anymore, really. It just comes up every single time she talks to me, it seems. And I never addressed it, but I already apologized sincerely right after this happened last year. And again, numerous times. I don't know how I can do it any better. Also, y'all are ridiculous. I got 2 messages saying I should get divorced by her immediately.
Oh my God.
And one person said it was evidence of some kind of crime and I should be in jail. Y'all, I can't with that one, but thanks to everyone who gave me reasonable input.
Most times Reddit's okay, but sometimes they're wild. We've been on here for a while, and I still don't understand the people that DM somebody from their post to give them like their personal opinion of you should divorce them, you should break up with them, you don't deserve them. Like, why waste your time to DM people? Like, oh, I don't get that part. But okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I do feel bad for this guy because I feel like he obviously, it was harmless. Like, his intentions were harmless.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't, like, trying to get to know her and, like, I don't know, trying to flirt with her. I think...
She brought it up. It wasn't even him.
Yeah, but he did engage in it.
Oh, my bad for engaging in something. I didn't initiate.
Are you projecting on me?
No. What? No. I just don't think that's very fair. Would you blame me just because I
answered back?
It depends. It depends.
And I played around, I didn't ignore her?
It depends.
Oh, okay.
Like, it depends. How are you? Like, are you being super giddy? Super... Yeah, I don't know. I guess it was also her birthday dinner, so tensions were high. Stakes were high. All right, let's move on. This was a long one.
Okay.